covenant is the spiritual concept that powers prosperity. There can be no prosperity without covenant. God is a God of pattern. God does not do things 2 times. He does things once. And when he does a thing, all you need to do is to find out the conditions surrounding what he has done, position yourself accordingly, you will see the same result in your life. So, Abraham became God's pattern of blessing and prosperity. There's always an example for what God intends to do. There's always an example of what the will of God is on earth. Abraham, in this case, was God's pattern for covenant prosperity. So any man that wants to prosper must study Abraham as a pattern. Abraham's blessing was to be in the place that God would show him. He said, unto a land that I will show thee. That means your blessing is not everywhere. There is always the appointed place for the blessing of man. And in order to come into the appointed place for the blessing that God has for you, God has to give you direction into that place. A man without direction will end in confusion. And a man that is confused is a man that will never prosper. A man that is confused will always be a double-minded man. A man that is confused will always not know and be sure of what he is doing or what he wants. Psalms chapter 66 verse 12. He said, thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water. He said, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place. Listen, every man has his wealthy place. Every man has his place of abundance. You don't just do things because people did it to get result. Where Mr. A got his result may not be where you will get your own result. How Mr. A got his result may not be how you will get your result. Somebody may try to do something in a certain way in a particular place and succeed and become a celebrity. But you do the same and end up a failure. Why? Because that is not your appointed place of wealth. So you must always depend on God for direction, for your life, for your destiny. That's what the Bible says. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Say, in all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct. He will direct your path. It is God's direction that brings you into distinction. God's direction is the foundation for outstanding destiny. God's direction is the foundation for prosperity. God's direction is the foundation for the blessing. So all you need at every point in time is to be sensitive and attentive to the voice of God for direction. Don't just follow others, follow God.